Welcome to another episode of Women in Power. We are interviewing a dear friend of mine today, Zulay Henao, and she's actually on set in Los Angeles. She'll tell us more about this with my co-host here, Elena Cardone, at Elena Cardone and at Katrina Campins. And you can tweet to Zulay at Zulay_Henao. Right? That's your Twitter.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, so it's Zulay_Henao on both Twitter and Instagram, and I'm on it frequently, so
hit her up.
So you're on the set of what now?
I just flew into Detroit last night. I'm on the set of a film called Destined. It's an independent film produced by Tommy Oliver, who is an amazing producer, and the director's name is Kasim. They've had a great run at Sundance last year with the film that they did, and it's a really interesting film about the decisions that we make in life, how ultimately they shape you. So the reason I wanted to do this movie is because my character, I'm playing a dual character, so I play, a version of her that has made all the wrong decisions with men, love, with her life in general. And then I get to play the better version of her, where she's made better decisions, where she's being smarter and, got an education and is doing great things with her life. And I think that's a beautiful thing to put on screen. I think it's necessary. I think it'll definitely be good dialogue starter, because it's what happens in life. We know that every action that we take has a reaction, and I think making a film about that I'm just so excited. Today's the first day. I have not shot anything yet.
Oh, well, congratulations and welcome to your first day as set. So yeah, you were just mentioning that you played this character who made a lot of decisions, and then now you get to play the second half of where she has made better decisions and choices in her life. I'm wondering, they say in your business, life imitates art and art imitates life. Is that particular story something that you have personally experienced?
Without getting too personal, I think that this is something that we all experience. I would say yes, because, there are decisions that you make in life that lead you to certain places. And here's the thing to remember, though. The mistakes that you have made in the past don't necessarily shape who you're going to be in the future. If you're smart and you reflect and you see where past decisions have taken you and you make changes, you can come back. So the end of the film ends up where the two characters now come together, and the person that is formed is a hybrid of the both. It's a hybrid of all the mistakes and all the lessons and how you're making smarter choices. So it's not a negative place to be. It's actually a really positive place to be, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, it's been amazing. I was telling Elena in hair and makeup that it's been amazing to see you evolve as a woman, because we've known each other for how many years now? It's been, I want to say it's been a few years. And I remember seeing you, and I've seen you evolve as a woman, and I think you.
Like how? Like, tell me why.
Like when we first met, when I was in, and I was telling Elena, Lady Gaga's manager had flown me out to Los Angeles because he was going to manage me, and again, that didn't end up working out. But I want to say that was like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even more. And then we met through a mutual friend, and we ended up, going to a producer's birthday party together, and we've been dear friends ever since. And you're such a beautiful woman, and you have so much going for you, but we as women just all go through our own struggles,
So you experienced her having struggles?
Absolutely. And, and now I see her evolve.
Like with men, finances, not your career?
I think Katrina and I spoke a lot about a relationship that I was getting out of at the time, and sometimes I feel when you fail at, especially relationships, or you feel like you're failing at work, it's very easy to kind of go down a negative place. Mm-hmm. And Katrina's always been so positive. So having those conversations with her so early on, I just really wanted to be her friend. And she did hear a lot of, just my relationship stuff. And, just being in LA, and I had just moved there during that time. And this work is challenging. You have to create really, and it sounds so cliche, but there is a sense of strength and a harder shell that you have to kind of cover yourself with to maintain yourself strong, to maintain, you know, a smile and to maintain happiness through it all, because there are extreme ups and downs.
As far as rejections, have you ever had a disappointment where you really wanted a role and didn't get it?
Yeah, I mean, those come all the time. I've had, you know, just last year I had a huge disappointment. I booked the role, I shot the pilot.
Which show? Which show?
Celebrated. It's called, well, I can talk about it, it's fine. It was called Happy Land on MTV. And we celebrated, we got picked up, we were going in for our first season, and I got recast in the show.
Oh my God! Okay.
And, you know, I was with my family. I was running the New York City Marathon the next day, and I got a phone call with 5 people on the line saying, this is probably the worst news you're ever going to get. Because as an actor, that's like a really cool place to be, where, you know, you're finally going to be on a show that is, you know, on for a couple of seasons. So it was a really hard hit. It was the best thing that could have happened, because that set me up for just other things. And I'm on another TV show now that I absolutely love, that I feel is more.
Hold on 1 second with that thought. We're going to take a short break, and I want to pick up that story right where we left off.